We have an update from Tony Khan on the status of Jeff Hardy, and Bray Wyatt's new ring name has been revealed. But first, a huge debut took place last night on AEW Rampage. The show would open up with a match between two wrestlers that are forbidden from appearing at the joint AEW New Japan Forbidden Door show this week due to their links with Lucha Libre AAA. For those unaware, CMLL, AEW's Mexican rivals, are partners with New Japan, and there seems to be some sort of agreement in place to prevent them showcasing AAA's talent on the show. The bout would see Andrade El Idolo battle Rey Fenix in a critically acclaimed encounter, with both men showcasing Lucha Libre to the AEW fanbase. However, the match would finish with interference from one of Andrade's close friends, former Ring of Honor World Champion Rush, who would low blow Fenix on the outside, which allowed the Idol to secure the victory. This is technically Rush's second ever appearance in AEW, with him previously appearing in a backstage segment just weeks ago. However, this is the first time he's been seen inside an AEW arena. The two friends would stand tall in the middle of the ring alongside Jose the Assistant, as they both revealed La Faction Ingobernable t-shirts, which translates to the Ungovernable Faction from Spanish to English. For some background, the group's name goes back as early as 2014 from CMLL, where both men were founding members of the Los Ingobernables stable, with Andrade, then known as La Sombra, leaving in 2015 to join WWE. Rush would then stay in the faction until 2019. There's also a Japanese subgroup named LIJ, formed in New Japan during that time, which was founded by Tetsuya Naito, who are still active today in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But going back to last night, the group that we saw is the AAA version, which was formed in 2019 when Rush jumped from CMLL to AAA, with them now finding their newest member in Andrade. So basically, there is a CMLL version, which is the original, that ended in 2019 before reforming in 2021. There's a Japanese version, which is still active today, led by Tetsuya Naito, and there is a AAA spin-off, which also appeared in Ring of Honor before the Tony Khan buyout. It's unclear if the other LFI teammates will appear in AEW over the coming weeks, although Dralastico, La Bestia del Ring, and Rush's brother Dragon Lee are all active members. And speaking of Rampage, more matches have been announced for the Forbidden Door show. The show would see two more buy-in bouts revealed that will see AEW stars take on wrestlers from New Japan, the first which will see members of The Factory, QT Marshall and Aaron Solo, taking on Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi of Chaos. The second new match is also a tag team bout with AEW's Swerve in Our Glory, which is of course the team of Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, teaming up against Suzuki-gun's El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Both of the tag team matches will take place on the buy-in pre-show before the main pay-per-view, joining the already announced Max Caster and Gun Club versus the graduates of the New Japan Dojo. It was also revealed that a stipulation has now been added to the main card's 6-man tag match, which sees Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara and Minoru Suzuki take on Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta and Shota Umino, with the winning team earning the advantage in next week's Blood and Guts match. The Blood and Guts match will start with one man in the ring from either team, and every 2 minutes one competitor is added, firstly from Team 1, then Team 2, then Team 1, then Team 2, meaning one team will have a handicap advantage multiple times in the match. This leans towards a victory for Chris Jericho and co at Forbidden Door, with the heels traditionally having the advantage in these wargame style matchups to allow heat to be built up before each babyface entrant. And speaking of the Forbidden Door, do you want to get your hands on the pay-per-view for just $19.99? Well, you can by using our Fight affiliate link in the description below, and when combined with our NordVPN link, you can even get this discount in the United States. Simply sign up and install NordVPN, switch your location to Lithuania, which is the only one that works, before using our Fight affiliate link to grab the pay-per-view for a mere $19.99 in the States. Remember that Forbidden Door goes down this Sunday on June 26th, live from Chicago, Illinois, and is a must-watch for all pro wrestling fans. Next up, another injury has struck the AEW roster. Recently, All Elite Wrestling has suffered from an injury crisis with the likes of CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, and more, with Kenny Omega having been out since November. Now, one of the 4 pillars of AEW is out of action, with Jungle Boy said to have been suffering from an undisclosed injury. Whilst it's possible that this is a work to add heat to his new feud with former friend Christian Cage, Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer has confirmed that this is in fact legitimate. Jungle Boy hasn't been seen since Christian turned on him last week, striking him with a concerto in the middle of the ring, and since then, Christian has seemingly convinced Jungle Boy's tag team partner Luchasaurus to side with him instead, although this has only been hinted at so far. Luckily, the injury doesn't seem to have led to any further cancelled matches for the Forbidden Door this weekend, with there seemingly having been no plans for Jungle Boy's involvement. But do you think the injury is a work or a shoot? Let me know in the comments down below. Next, let's go to an update from AEW President Tony Khan on the status of Jeff Hardy. On June 13th, Jeff was arrested in Volusia County, Florida under charges of DUI and driving with a suspended license, with him since being indefinitely suspended from All Elite Wrestling pending investigation. During last night's pre-Forbidden Door media call, Khan was asked for an update on the situation, with him revealing that Hardy is now in treatment for his addiction, and he would state, "Jeff is doing much better. As I understand, Jeff's in treatment. I don't want to say too much about what's going on because it's his business, but I'm here for him, whatever he needs." Khan would then discuss the difference between this situation and the one of Jon Moxley's situation last year, where he was admitted to rehab after struggles with alcoholism, and Khan would add, "I'm really glad nobody got hurt, but what Jeff did, going out and driving, is different from the other thing. And I just don't like hearing the two compared, if that makes sense. I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't give Jeff a lot of credit for now doing the right thing, and this is what we said. Jeff's got to do the right thing if he wants to stay with AEW, because it's his last chance." It's totally different. Jon didn't put anybody at risk like that. He wasn't out drinking and driving, so that's why I didn't like hearing it compared. But I will say, Jeff is in treatment and doing better. I talked to Matt about it the other day, and we'll be here and we'll support him for what he needs. This is what he had to do. He had to go to treatment to get us to keep supporting him at this time, and we are. Khan would confirm that AEW does have a wellness policy in place to ensure the health of its wrestlers and to make sure they have the support that they need, and Khan would add, "We're here for anybody that steps up and wants to get help, and hopefully they'll come to us instead of being under circumstances where they get themselves in trouble. But the most important thing is that they get the help, and I'm here to stand by anybody that needs help, and will get it. It's available to anybody here, anybody who needs time off. If they have an issue, they can take it, no matter how big of a star they are. They can be the most important person in the company in terms of drawing revenue, or somebody who isn't on TV as much and isn't drawing as much revenue. It doesn't matter. It's the same quality of first-class treatment if they need it. As far as everything else, we do have a policy in place about making sure people come in and show up to work in the condition to work. That's the most important thing. There's a test policy." It's unknown what the future holds for Jeff Hardy and All Elite Wrestling at this point, with the priority being to ensure that he can return to full health for the sake of himself and his family, with wrestling simply being an afterthought. Hopefully we can see Jeff make progress in what has been a long-term problem at this point. And finally, the former Bray Wyatt's new ring name has seemingly been revealed. As we discussed on the channel in a recent news video, Wyatt would take to Twitter to announce that he has plans to return to wrestling soon to, quote, "remind everyone why they know his name," before later saying that it's almost time. Well, it seems that the next step towards his return has taken place, with him now having a brand new ring name to use going forward. On June 21st, a brand new trademark was filed for by the popular star for merchandising, acting, and professional wrestling use. The mark is for the term Wyatt 6, with ownership belonging to Wyndham L. Rotunda LLC, a company obviously owned by Wyndham himself. Interestingly, it seems that he plans to continue using the Wyatt name that he used in WWE without the first name, which aligns with his current name on Twitter, which is Wyatt 6. The fact that the trademark is owned by Wyndham and not WWE suggests that this isn't in fact a sign that he is ready to return to WWE, as many had speculated upon the Twitter name change with him set for a career elsewhere. According to a recent report from Fightful Select, WWE specifically asked for 2K Games to remove Wyatt from the 2K22 video game prior to its release, despite numerous released superstars appearing in the game, a hint that there is continued animosity between the two camps. With AEW set to reveal a mystery opponent to take on New Japan's Zack Sabre Jr., it is possible that Bryan Danielson could recruit his former Wyatt family leader to take his place in the match, as well as in the Blood and Guts match match next week. Although it's expected that a more technical wrestler will fill the spot, Bryan did say that we would all be astonished by what the new signing can do in AEW, which could suggest it's somebody we're not expecting, so perhaps Wyatt has been working on the technical aspect of his game. With that said, I'm still going to go with my gut and predict an appearance from Cesaro, as I covered in yesterday's predictions video, which you should totally check out if you haven't already. But do you think Wyatt could be the mystery man, and if not, what do you think his future holds? Let me know in the comments down below. And before you go, make sure you check out 10 wrestlers you forgot wrestled in AEW.